Greetings. Greetings, greetings, greetings. It is me again. Greetings, all. I am Chantel Sierta Shakim, and I am here again. Welcome into the space. Welcome into the room. I am here again to do my day 8 of my 365-day challenge of going live, being vulnerable, and speaking my truth. Because you know what? I'm your soul guide, and I'm my soul guide. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Come on, come on, come on, come on into the room. I am waiting, and I am here. I know it takes a little time for everyone to come into the room, but I am really taking this challenge very seriously, even on the days where I'm not feeling my best, but I am still showing up for me, because when you set an intention, you have to follow through. So here I am, waiting for you, my audience, the Vibe Tribe. Welcome, welcome, welcome into the space. Welcome into the room. I'm super excited to be here again. Another day coming to an end as I sit here and ponder what can change. What can change? Anything can change, right? As long as we put action behind our intentions. So this is me putting action behind my intentions, going live every day for 365 days. In my mind's eye, I feel like that's such a long time, but in a twinkling of an eye, it can all be changed. So as we go in today, we're going to go ahead and tap into the energy of the oracle, messenger, the ancestors, and pull from the secrets of the ancestor deck, okay? I'm feeling pretty energized, but at the same time, a little like, here we go, okay? I had a really long day today. It was a long, long, long day. And today is the energy of the self-existing dog in the galactic calendar. So, I am victorious because I am showing up. I am navigating the highly sensitive waters of my own emotions, of my own thoughts, finding the truth within as I become clear about where I'm going and what it is I'm trying to do, which is play with life. You guys have heard these messages over and over and over, but this is the truth. This is the truth of me, and this is what is setting me free. Free from my limiting beliefs, free from my ideas of I can't do it, free from just the everyday humdrum. This is what I find fun, all right? Balancing the shadow, the light, and the darkness. They're all available. Greetings, 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 Lala. Welcome into the space. I have started my card pool, and we're going to recap. We got 4 cards so far. The 5th card, the Father of Air, leadership, taking the lead. And in that space, planting seeds in fertile ground. And we'll go one more. Taking the lead to see my visions in detail as I create the life I want to live. How you been? I've been seeing you posting a little. I've been encouraged. All right, I got one more. There it goes. The monarch. Nurturing the harvest. I said planting the seed, and now I'm nurturing the harvest. So yeah, I'm going to tap into this energy, just connecting with my own intention, creating the experience that I want to see as the cards reflect it back to me, okay? I am victorious, even in the highly sensitive spaces of my own self, in my own being, in the times where I really don't feel like showing up. I'm showing up because this is helping me to get more and more clear about what it is I'm doing. And in that space, the shadow does show up. But I take the lead. I take the lead knowing that I am planting in fertile ground and that I am going to reap the harvest if I don't give up. So I thank you for being here. I thank you for sharing this space and time with me. And yeah, we're tapping in. We're tapping in one day at a time. So we'll start from the bottom and go from the book. Ashe. Number 3, the matriarch. The matriarch. Nurturing your harvest. I am nurturing, abundant, and fertile with possibilities. And so are you. The fertile ground is where it's coming from. What are you planting? What have you planted? How have you begun to see your fruit? How have you begun to see the fruit of what you've planted? By your intentions, by your emotions, by those things that go bump in the night. As I always say, it's the shadow and the light. So what are you planting? Because the ground is fertile, but you must take the lead. But we'll go back to this one because I didn't read it, okay? So number 40, what are the fertile ground? Number 40. Number 40 says, all I do is win. All I do is win. As I showed up today, all I do is win, 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 win. No matter what, we stay down, we go up and down, whatever it is. But we're definitely taking the lead in that space. Ashe. So number 36, leadership. It says, I am the leader, not the follower. So oftentimes we get caught up in following what everybody else says. So I'm following my own lead and showing up, being committed to this 365-day journey. Oh my God, oh my God. I don't know, but I'm here. Another day, day 8. And this is where we're balancing the shadow, the trials and tribulations. A lot of this energy is the same for today because it's the energy of the world. We show up in the world, but we're not of the world. We're creating the world. We're creating the world, whether we know it or not. Look at this. This is a light and darkness energy, and so is the card we end on, which is victorious. Light and darkness, okay? So the shadow, card number 18, it says, number 18 says, I am willing to feel and release my fears and doubts. Just as I said, I don't know, but I released that. I let it go. Because you know what? You bring about what you put action behind. And I am putting action behind doing it and doing it and doing it well. Greetings. I'm reading your posts now. I just see them on the side now. They just all of a sudden popped up. You said you can dig it. I've been doing my best to go with the flow and grow. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, I'm doing amazing because I'm intending to do amazing. But behind the scenes, sis, this is showing up big time. The shadow, the trials, the tribulations. But the next card that comes up is clarity. Again, that light and darkness, man. That energy of light and darkness is something that is always present. And we can't get away from it. No one can get away from it. It's a part of our everyday experience, but we have to choose the light over the darkness every time. Every time. And it's really very hard to do if you think it's hard to do, but it can also be very easy if you just take the first step. So that's what I have been doing, thinking about it one day at a time. And yeah, today has been a hard day, a challenging day, but I'm still here because I said I'm going to do what I say. I am the voice in the wilderness saying, you can do it, girl. So number 32, altar of air, says which is clarity, says, I can see clearly now. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. But also, as I jump into the emotions of my own soul, jumping into the deep waters, growing and glowing and flowing, that's all we can do. You said true. The beauty is the light in the darkness. It provokes towards balancing of energy. Yeah. We have to balance the energy, and that's how we balance it, by getting in to the water, getting into the space where we can be highly sensitive. Thank you for joining my fan club, whoever that was. I can't see who it was, but welcome. Hey girl, hey, I see you, Kiki. You back again, girl. I'm welcoming you into the room. I've kind of already started, and I am on the last card, well, the second to the last card of getting into the waters, okay? Number 28. I've decided to read from the book today because I spilled out what I felt at the beginning, but I wanted to bring some more depth to this reading just because my energy is not the best today, but I am here because I remember the commitment to self. That's the overcoming that we each get to do. We get to overcome our limitations and those times where we don't feel 100%, but we still push on. That shows us how resilient we are. And I'm learning to be resilient. I'm learning that I can do the difficult things. And even when I'm in a place of trials and tribulation, I can still choose the brightest light and walk in it. And balance those emotions, balance those energies, as Lala said. Thank you, sis, for that reminder. And happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. We gonna bring it into number 28. It says, I choose to express my feelings openly and fully. As we've talked about before, the more we talk about how we feel, the more those energies can be released, and we can begin to embody more of the energies that really help us raise our frequency, raise our vibration. When we hold on to it and don't express it, it just really festers there and gets heavier and heavier and heavier, and before we know it, we're in the sunken place. So we have to really go forward in doing those things to express our emotions, to feel our emotions, to allow them to be witnessed, to be held, and to know that, okay, this is just fleeting, right? Because as it comes up, we allow it to go. And sometimes we zoom out and say, you know what? Even though I'm not feeling 100%, I can truly still show up, because that's the push through. That's the place where you find the victory, okay? We are victorious. That is number 7. Being victorious in every way, every day. Ashe? I have royalty in my DNA. Look, I got royalty in my DNA. And so do you. We are all in this one energy. We are all in this oneness of spirit. We are all in this oneness of heart. And those of you who are being called into this live and even taking the time to tap in and send me the love, sending me the hearts, I truly appreciate it. And at the same time, I hope that I'm reflecting those messages and those things that you need as I am becoming the divine demonstrator of being the change I want to see, right? It all starts with me. It all starts with you. It all starts with being true to all that you want to do, even on the days that you don't, So that's where I'm at. I'm going to read just from a new deck, my inspiration deck. It is Divine Abundance by Tasha Silver. I was really, really called to this deck, so much so that this picture is basically the inspiration for a tattoo that I have. And it is really telling us that we are royal. We are royalty. We can do and say and be anything and everything that we choose to be. And it's really a decision and it's a choice. And I'm going to take these two because they both came out. Oh, how beautiful. Loving ourselves, self-love, and see, look at this, y'all. We can't make that up. Gratitude, being grateful, and really taking care of ourselves, right? So this one says self-love. It says, let the wall fall that separates I let the wall fall that separates me from my own vulnerable inner child. I long to take care of myself like never before. And as I said, even though I'm not feeling my 100% today, this is taking care of me because my inner child loves to play and this is how she plays. So I'm honoring her today in this space of self-care, even though the adult me is like, oh my God, am I going to do this again? But I love it, and I'm grateful in that space of gratitude, knowing that, you know what, this is part of it. This is truly part of it. And gratitude says, fill me with gratitude for all you give. Fill me with gratitude for all you give. May I live as a vehicle for you wherever I go. Fill me with gratitude for all that I give, for all that you give. May I be vulnerable. May I be the vehicle. Y'all, I can't even read. I don't want to take off my glasses, so I'm trying to read it without them. So, may I be the vehicle for you wherever I go. And these two came together, right? So the inner child and the gratitude. And what I'm getting from this is that the inner child is giving us so much. We just have to embrace it. We have to be thankful for it. And we have to know that we are the body that is the vehicle to fuel the life that our inner child wants to live, that our adult child wants to live, that our middle-aged adult wants to live, that our adolescent wants to live. It's all still within us, and we are the vehicle. Our bodies is the vehicle. As the Bible talks about, we are the temple, we are the mosque, we are the cathedral of this universal energy as well, that allows us to navigate these experiences not by our own will, but by the will within the will, okay? Our free will. And sometimes we gotta reach for the things that aren't so presently available. We have to go deep inside our own being and say, you know what is this day here to teach me? And I always love how the cards line up the truth, line up the truth of what I need in the moment. And as I was speaking, sometimes we don't feel like it. We don't feel our best, but we can truly show up even in that space. So again, I'm learning to live aligned and crowned. I'm learning to put myself first by showing up. I'm learning to embrace my inner child like never before. And I'm learning to be patient and to be kind and to be loving and to be an overcomer. You know, I'm learning all of this in action, in this present day, every day. Like, okay, what did today teach me? And today taught me that I can do the difficult things even when it doesn't feel like something I want to do. But I know in my heart it's something that I would enjoy doing and something that would put me at a higher frequency. Why not? You know? Um, yeah. So I'll read through these cards one more time from the top to the bottom and show them for you who just came into the call. And then I'll close out because, yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired. It's Thursday. I'm happy to have made it almost to the weekend, but my energy is very, very low. But ultimately, I am victorious. I be wondering if you guys can see these, okay? Victorious. I am victorious. Even in my highly sensitive moments, I can see clearly. As I navigate the light and the darkness, taking the leadership role in my life each and every day, rising to the highest heights, to plant my seed in the fertile ground so that I can receive my harvest. Ashe. So I want that word to be your encouragement today, knowing that self-care, self-love is the best care. Self-love is the best love you can give yourself or you can receive. And be grateful. Be grateful for all that you are, because you are enough. You are enough. And even if it's in the littlest, in the smallest ways, you show up for you, that is a big accomplishment. So, again, I am Chantel Sierta Shakim. Today is January the 8th day of my 365-day journey. If you haven't already, please check out my YouTube page where I'm posting all of these complete TikTok reels just for this year to set the tone for what's to come. As I grow, glow, and flow, it may change as I go, but you know what? I'm here for it as long as I show up. And as long as I show up in a space to be seen, to be witnessed, and to be true to myself like never before. Taking my seat on my throne. Oops, I didn't even put on my crown today, y'all. So here we go. Boom. I'm putting it on right now because I am a queen. As we know, I wrote that book, Aligned and Crowned, and I'm actively living aligned and crowned. Maybe that's why I didn't feel so hot, all my high energy, because I didn't have my crown on, y'all. I just realized that. But I am embracing the queen within. I am living aligned and crowned as I begin to align my will with my free will and see what I create, you know. What'd you say in the comments here? It's nothing wrong with re-energizing and working on aligning with your energy. That is right. It's nothing wrong with that. And I will have a beautiful night as I just kind of take time tonight to do a nice bath. That is my healing. Look, that's me getting into the deep waters of the root of water, grounding back into the root. Sometimes you got to go there to refill your cup. So I'll be taking me a nice spiritual bath tonight before I call it a night, and just resting in the energy of I am. But I'm so thankful for each and every one of you who showed up. I'm so thankful for the new fan club following that I received. Again, each time that I go live, TikTok is encouraging me to gain 5 new viewers. So if you haven't already, please, please, please like and follow this TikTok live page, or my TikTok page. Also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and check out my YouTube page, because hopefully that will begin to grow too, and I will be able to go live from there, or I don't know what's to come. But as of today and as of right now, I am here and I remember. And I hope you do too. You are more than enough. Everything you desire is right here. It's just a matter of you aligning to it. So until next time, I am your soul sister, speaking out and fixing crowns in the process. Peace and love.